So now, ladies and gentlemen, live and in colour, it's Mr. Wayne Lovejuice.
The other day I produced a Louis, had a chat with an interesting chappie who said that the YouTube algorithms really aren't that happy. If a channel only broadcasts once a week, so we decided we can text ya whenever we've got a piece of news in our new book on the Track Extra. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another On the Track Extra. My name's John Downs and I'm the director of the Centre for Fortean Zoology, and regularly twice a week now I come on and talk all sorts of esoteric bollocks to you all about hard science, weird shit and surreality. And now I want to introduce the zoological director of the CFZ, world-famous author, explorer, and man about town, shall we say, Richard Freeman. Richard, what is the difference between homo, hominin, and hominid? Because I'm completely confused.
A hominin includes modern human beings, the ancestors of modern human beings and their relatives, and the great apes. A hominin is just human beings, the ancestors of human beings, and the relatives of the ancestors of human beings, the genus Homo.
And that's it?
Yep.
How come you made it sound so simple?
Because I'm ace.
Well, I'm glad we've got that out of the way. It's something which has begun to confuse me more and more in recent years, and I thought that now we have the opportunity of being able to preach to the choir, as it were, it'd be a good idea to get Richard to let us all know what the correct usage is before the incorrect usage threatens to overwhelm us all. Regular viewers will remember that a few episodes ago Carl told us about his encounter with what he believes to have been a pack of Ajuli, the legendary hunting dogs of North Africa, which are generally thought to be the relict remnants of a population of the African hunting dog, which was found all over the continent before the desertification of North Africa and the Sahara. But the next day, just showing what a peculiar place the world is, Mark Rains sent me this fascinating story about how paleontologists have identified a huge jawbone from what they believe was the Eurasian hunting dog in Georgia, making it the first hunting dog record from Europe. And it's generally believed these days that the Eurasian hunting dog was the ancestor of the African hunting dog. And I just think it is one of those gorgeous Fortean coincidences that Mark Rains unearths this story about the first hunting dogs in Europe the day after we broadcast our story about relict populations of hunting dogs in North Africa. It just goes to show that the whole universe is far more peculiar and complicated than any of us like to believe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just heard that noise, it was Archie falling over because he's trying to build a nest in the beanbag that I'm supposed to put my feet up on in order so not to put weight on my injured heels. As it is, Archie has decided he has other uses. And now, I don't know if you can see his little nosy woes poking up over the side, but he was trying to get up for a moment. there's a bit which I filmed just now, which you won't be seeing until next Saturday's episode, but in which I say, Archie, come up and sit on my lap, because he's been being upset and fretting all afternoon. So I thought he'd like to come sit on my lap, and all he wanted to do was to look around on my jumper for crumbs, because I'd just eaten a donut. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the show. Thank you for watching. I enjoy these midweek on the tracks. But before I go, yes, Archibald? Okay, come here. Archie, stop being so... And don't sit on Lilith. I don't know if you saw that. That's Lilith remonstrating with her claws out to Archie, who was getting a little bit close to her for her liking. In fact, he was actually standing on her foot. Now, I can't remember what on earth... Oh, yes, I know what I was talking about. Before we go, I want to welcome a new member to the team. I want to welcome Brad Onstott, who I've known online for some years. But he is not only a... This is ridiculous. What did I say once about never working with children and animals? Archie, sit down and be good. Lilith, keep an order. I've known Brad for years. He's in the process of writing a stage musical about the Mad Gasser of Mattoon, and he wants me to help him do it, and I am very honoured. But now, as well as Computer Boy, we have Social Media Boy, because Brad has joined us, and he's going to try and make sense of my long-standing CFZ John Twitter account that I've had for about 6 or 7 years. I've never known how to work it properly, and hardly anybody ever looks at any of the things I post. So I'm passing it over to him, because I'm sure that he is going to make a much better job of it than I am. So that's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. There's another one next Wednesday, but I can't tell you what's going to be in it because I haven't thought it up yet. But there's also the main on the track on Saturday, and Archie's left, which is a pity because the one on Saturday is also quite about dogs and mystery dogs, and I think it's something which Archie would have enjoyed watching. But he at the moment is in the kitchen trying to blag some biscuits off Graham, who's come down to give me my tea. So, welcome Brad, bye-bye all of you, and if you're here on Saturday and if you're here next Wednesday, Lilith and I will be seeing you.